In the world of high-stakes sports, some scores look like a glitch. In 1943, Real Madrid beat Barcelona 11-1 in a major semifinal. The reason behind that scoreline is found in the locker room. Reports from the time claim government officials visited the Barcelona players before the match, reminding them that they only remained in the country through the generosity of the regime. When the game began, Barcelona fans were barred from the stadium. Madrid supporters filled the stands with rocks and heavy coins, which they threw at the Barcelona players throughout the 90 minutes. To understand why a game turned into a moment of political intimidation, we have to look at the forces shaping Spain during the mid-20th century. This matchup functions as a proxy war. It is a rare instance where the violence and divisions of a civil war were exported directly onto the field. Barcelona represents Catalonia, a region with a distinct language and a history of seeking autonomy. They describe themselves as more than a club because the team became a primary symbol of Catalan identity. Opposing that identity was General Francisco Franco, who took power after the Spanish Civil War. He established a centralized dictatorship based in Madrid. Franco actively moved to erase regional differences. He made the Catalan language illegal and forced Barcelona to remove the Catalan flag from their team crest. Because of these policies, Real Madrid became linked to the ruling government. For those in Catalonia, supporting Barcelona became the only way to express resistance to the regime. In this environment, sports were stripped of their neutrality. Every match allowed citizens to engage in a political struggle that was otherwise silenced. By 1953, the conflict shifted from the government to the front office. Both teams chased a superstar forward from Argentina, Alfredo Di Stéfano. Barcelona reached a duel first, but a contract dispute with Di Stéfano's previous club led to a government-backed ruling. The federation decided Di Stéfano would have to play for both teams in alternating years. Barcelona's board resigned in protest over the ruling, and the club eventually walked away from the deal entirely. This allowed Real Madrid to take sole ownership of the player. Di Stéfano scored twice in his first match against Barcelona. He then led Madrid to 5 consecutive European titles, while Barcelona went nearly a decade without a league trophy. This loss created a lasting institutional grievance within Barcelona. For decades, the club has viewed this transfer as proof that the sports system was engineered to favor the capital. Despite the uneven distribution of power, the all-time win counts for these two clubs are nearly identical. Since neither has ever been relegated, they've played each other at the highest level of Spanish football for over a century without a single gap. This long-term parity set the stage for the 9-year stretch beginning in 2009, the most concentrated period of elite talent in the rivalry's history. Lionel Messi set the record for individual performance, scoring 26 goals in these matches, while contributing 14 assists. On the other side, Cristiano Ronaldo countered with 18 goals of his own. His presence anchored a Madrid side that focused on European dominance, winning 4 Champions League titles. Across 30 direct matchups, these two players pushed the standard of performance to a level that redefined what was possible for individual athletes in the sport. This era turned a local derby into a global event, using the existing club hatred to frame the debate over who was the greatest player to ever live. Now that those two have moved on, the focus of the rivalry is shifting toward a new pair of individuals. Real Madrid signed Kylian Mbappé, a player whose consistency and finishing ability align him with the club's history of signing established global stars. Barcelona has relied on the emergence of Lamine Yamal. At just 17 years old, he has become the creative engine of their offense. representing the club's tradition of developing local talent. The 2025-26 season showed how quickly the momentum can swing. Across 3 matches, both clubs secured major wins, including a title-deciding victory for Barcelona. The history behind these teams means that new arrivals are immediately pulled into the same cultural and political tensions that defined the legends before them. A civil war, the influence of a dictator, and a century of disputed transfers have created a fixture that is inseparable from Spanish history. Does knowing the political history change how you see these matches? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe if you want to see more deep dives into the stories behind the game.